Is this sound working? I didn't hear anything at first. Might be because I had Elgato turned off. No, it's on. Cool. Right, cool. So today we do have a Peach Girl review after Ape Escape. It's another 3-episode one, so I'll probably give it like half an hour of the stream. Episodes 11, 12, 13, I think. And it's climbs back into the window. Yeah, okay, so it's this week's gonna be, you know, last week was a lot of shocking stuff, right? There's all sorts of Sai being a bitch, but don't worry, it's not so bad this week. There's a few nice things. Less rapey, definitely. So yeah, look forward to it. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna catch some monkeys. No, not new game, you fuck! Hold on a minute. I've got to undo that mistake.
Spike.
Fuck.
I'm going for it.
What does happen if you just exit the tutorial stage? I guess nothing. I'm trapped forever. Oh no. I'm gonna be real careful. Let's not Dr. Kawashima this. Load. Here we go. Right. Now you are the ape that must escape. Fucking Dr. Oreo has captured me. What you did in Crash? Did you save over your own game in Crash, didn't you? Did you smooth brain? Why you scroll to delete? I don't know why I did that. I think I just did it to make you nervous. You thought you were saving. I was not. Oh, did we? We failed this, didn't we? I got tired of it. But we have to defeat this chode. With a little chode hair.
Let's go!
Let's go! Let's go! You get to fuck me. Yo! Get fucked! Oh, no, yeah, this is the one that I hate. Okay, we did it! No, I jumped, you prick! Oh, this is so close! Ah! Thanks for the host anyway, Maelstrom and Femfox. I made a point of getting to the finish line before yeeting myself into oblivion.
Let's go.
Let's go! Whoa! How was your stream last night, Fem? You were playing 10-10, weren't you? I already hate this run. I already hate this run! How is 10-10? Give me a hot review. Fuck Spike. Or Gary, or whatever your fucking name is, I don't know. I'm Spike, I'm Yu-Gi-Oh!, I don't know. Oh, that's pretty clean, actually. I like that. Right, we just got to get this next part right. Right, if you wait too long, you can't double jump. Noted. A winner is me! Me! Not you! Fuck you! Yes! Haha!
Yes.
That's like the first try. 5th attempt. He's packing to loud music and then remembered it's ape escape time. Oh yeah, you're moving, aren't you? You're doing a house. But yeah, I want to know about 10 squared. Yeah, throw your tantrum, you little penis. You pissant. Alright. PP ant. Right, okay, that's the annoying stage. Actually, no, that was probably the easy part. Now we've got, like, ape stage. Boner head. So we were playing some more Left 4 Dead yesterday, and I got some new skins. There are some real good Little Witch Academia skins that someone's made, like, insanely good ones. And I want a GIF. Pastry was Constance, and he was holding the little exploding jerry can, and it was adorable. And I need a GIF of that as like a no, because we've got Ada nod right, but we need like Constance no. I'm gonna have to record it at some point. Temtem is cute and inclusive that copies Pokemon closely but differentiates it just enough to feel unique.
We don't know his exact whereabouts, but he's hiding somewhere within the period of the dawn of civilization. His army is growing stronger and larger, and he's finalizing his plans for taking over the new world. Transport there now and find him. Time is running out. Hurry.
Okay, Dr. Oreo, sorry. Temtem is cute and inclusive that copies Pokemon closely but differentiates it just enough to feel unique. Definitely a challenge compared to Pokemon, which is welcome. Neat. How are the monster designs? I only saw a few of them because I was in like lurk/super tired mode, and I was trying to get Ragnarok working while playing Left 4 Dead. But I did see a couple of them. They look pretty nice. That was always the thing for me. Like, I want the creatures to be like appealing as well. So try to get Ragnarok working. Yeah. Yeah, I left a couple of notes in admin about that. I don't know if they'll be helpful to you. The fuck? That guy turned into a tree? It's fucking ninjas everywhere. Laser monkeys. You want to punch whoever made Guphead Shield? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only thing I could think of was if it's not AHK and it's not like G Engine, maybe the that thing that we were using so that you could share your mouse over multiple monitors. But I don't even know. And that was just based on research of people listing software that fucks it. But it can be hardware, I think, too, so it's like, stupid ass Gepard. anti-cheat. And I know why they've put it on all of their servers. Like, I've seen what happens when you don't have it. But, you know, it's a bit extreme. The art is lovely and I'm enjoying the monster designs, which has done well to keep early ones cute, but they still look like they could look after themselves, though I feel the devs tried too hard to make names weird for not only monsters but characters too, and may not be very accessible to people with reading issues or simply just a younger player. That's a fair comment. Yeah, I'd really love to look into that if it was on sale. Is there any kind of, is it all just you and your Pokemon? Because I know it has like online elements and like MMO elements, but can you like join up with other people and do like group battles and stuff like that? Fuck! Ah! My cookies! Yeah, my other suggestion is like somehow find a way to launch it without your keyboard plugged in and see if that's it. But I have like a Corsair keyboard with 16 macro buttons on it running IQ and it doesn't stop me, and that's what's baffling me about this whole fucking Gepard shit. Just want to play some RO. The best part is this fucking servers, they have to pay for that shit. The Gepard is not a cheap license. Why have I got no cookies left, chat? You ate them, okay. Oh, I guess I'm not killing him because he's just turning into a log. Oh, oh no! Extra bonus points to gender-neutral designs, though, and being able to choose your pronouns. And yet, it's built to be a co-op game. All battles you send out to Temtem. So, when playing with a friend, you each send out one. Ah! Okay, yeah, that sounds pretty neat. To Temtem. To Temtem. Temtem are the name of the creatures, right. I thought you meant, like... I thought Temtem was the company for some reason, so I read it stupid. Yeah, that sounds neat. I like that. I was thinking about the whole choosing your pronouns thing earlier. Yesterday, because somebody brought it up in Facebook or whatever. And I'm just like, why do we even bother having a box anymore to choose? Maybe that would, like, solve that issue. Instead of making a form with like 8,000 pronouns on, just don't have it. Temtem of the Pokemon. Just put a blank box. Yeah, just to fucking write whatever you want in. Whatever you want to identify as, you write that in the box instead of a radio button. What a luxurious meal. I'm eating macaroni plain. Oh, dude, I'm excited. I bought some like fancy pasta from Tesco. You know, fancy, what I mean is it's like the fresh stuff that's in a little packet. Not like the baked down stuff. It's I got some, like, I can't remember what kind it was. It was a kind of ravioli. Ravioli being pasta with stuffing inside of it. Ravioli! How am I supposed to know a Temtem is a girl if it isn't designed with eyelashes and big ass pink ribbon? Yes, I realise you're being facetious. I'd be pretty good with that. I'd leave mine blank. Miss and Ms have always felt weird to me. Just call me fucking name. I don't need a prefix. Yep, same. There's one guy at work I used to call Mr, but it's because, like, everyone did. That's just his thing. Heck, I don't even love my own name. I've been thinking about changing it for about 5 years, but I just don't know what I'd pick. So I haven't. I might have said it before, but I was thinking of changing my second name to Light so I could be Thomas Light, like the guy in Mega Man. You know, the guy that says, Meteors? I don't know what my family would think of that. I suppose they wouldn't give a shit. My mum changed her name back, and whatever. I don't really care what anyone else thinks, so... Evolve to Tombit. No, it'd be Tomanite and then Tomastar. I realise I'm just not really doing anything monkey related right now, am I? Hey look, it's Monkey Buddha. Hold on, we gotta get a... Is it Monkey Buddha? Am I being bad? Is it? No, I thought the Buddha head was replaced with Spectre. I mean, I would do that if I was Spectre. His final pose, T-pose, Tea-party. Scrambulus Scuffington, that's a good name. You want to change it when he was younger because you hated having a foreign name. Yeah, but, like, your name is pretty cool, though. Like, it's way better having a unique, interesting one compared to everyone around you. I've never been in a classroom or a workplace that doesn't have at least 2 other people called Tom. Ever. And my second name is Bennett, which is one of the most common names, like, second names in the UK. It's just, like, I deserve better, right? I don't want no common-ass name. Yeah, it's not good enough for me. I got standards. This music is fucking awesome, by the way. Let's jam. Everyone thinks I say Mark when I tell them my name. Mark! I'd honestly have a... Mark? Hi, Mark. Rather have a plain-ass name and just blend... Let yourself be unique on 9. Yeah, well, that's fine. That's actually a pretty good point, keeping it separate from your online presence. Like, I wouldn't change my name to Illogicoma, that'd be stupid, right? But... I think it's nice to be able to choose your own identity, especially because you never got the choice in the first place. If you're not happy with something, you should be able to change it. And you can via deed poll, it's just a bit of a pain in the ass. My mum's partner is Bennett. And he was born in the UK. Hello, Original Bellboy. Yeah, it's a very common name. I actually went to college with somebody else with my exact same name. And I nearly ended up with his degree in first aid by accident. Which is great, because I was studying music. As an adult, I love sounding like I'm not from England, so when people make assumptions before seeing me, they're always surprised, except some Romanian or Indian lady. Fair enough. What was that? That was a follow. Thank you for the follow, Original Bellboy. People spell my first name as an extra A and my last name Lynch, and I'm like... having names like yours, I won't use your name. There's someone that I work... Like, I've known people... Actually, I've known many people that are called Sarah, and everyone always says Sarah, and it annoys the fuck out of them. It's bullshit. And I think yours would be a similar kind of boat. You work in a store with someone who had the exact same name as you? Yeah. The banker. Yeah, it's just... I hate common names like that, man. Here's the result of my analysis. Monkeys in green pants have great vision. Really? They'll notice you from a distance. Oh, right. Yeah. He can notice me all he wants. He'll never get away. Hey, wait a minute. He got away. It's quite awkward, especially when we work together. My favourite is when they ask my first name. I tell them and they ask me about my last and I just say law and they look at me like, yeah, but is that spelt weird too? I might have to get the old device out, but I think the monkeys are higher up. Like on top of those things, maybe? Oh yeah, I could do this. I completely forgot that this is a thing I can do. Ow! I'm gonna go to the cookie store and get some cookies. There we go. Hi-ya, ya! I don't think that's... Oh, it is. Aha! Ha 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 ha! Oh! Fuck that guy. God damn it. Sorry, chat. I'm gonna have to concentrate a little bit for a second. Although I do like this discussion. I'm missing bits here. I think it's the same, like, you wish your name was different when you look at other people and can't imagine another name suiting them better. Yeah, I guess that's because you know them as that, right? And you're like... Spell it how Sylvester Stallone spells it? Lol. How does he say law? Law! Find a clip, yeah, please do. I think it's lore, like that Data's opposite bad guy version, Bizarro Data. Left names are common enough, but then people try to add letters and shit. I'm like, why?
You did great.
Aesthetic cleared screen. Love it. Please. Please stop adding glitter to name. I am the law. Oh, you mean like from Dread? Is someone talking to Sylvester? Right. I say Dread, I meant Judge Dredd. Dread was the good one. But I still love the time station. It would be a really cool, like, desktop background music. Yeah, just a sec. I'm gonna open it like that. I gotta hear this. Change your first name to Dashes and then fuck with them about how that's spelled in the UK too. Grey or Grey, motherfucker. Yeah, I've known a Grey before as well. So why is he Dash Fox and not Grey Fox?
The means to an end. You started a massacre. I caused the revolution. You betrayed the law. The revolution. You betrayed the law.
You betrayed the law. Law. Oh, yes, that was delightful, thank you. Wholesome. I feel like I owe you a button, but I don't know what to press. I'm kind of... A lot of these I need to kind of review, because I don't use them as much anymore. Here you go, you can have this one.
Back off! Alpha stop!
I love that one. He was Grey Fox. Ah! Then did he find out that there are a million other Grey Foxes and decide to change it? Siobhan. Yeah, names that aren't spelled anywhere where they look like Siobhan. Yeah, a lot of Irish names are like that. I don't even know how you say the one that Fem put down. What is it? Niam? Nam? Neem? I'm way off, aren't I? Neve? The fuck? Alright, fair enough. Sean bugs me because it can be Sean or Scene, right? Like Scene Bean would work, right? But it's not, it's Sean Bean. Or is it Sean Bourne? Who knows? Only Sean Bourne knows answer to that. I call him Scene Bean. My name is Steve, but it's spelled Peter. May as well. I love it when you get characters in anime that have like the most like over-the-top name ever because they're like British. What's the guy from? Like, so one of the shows I'm watching that I really love at the moment is The Case Files of Julia Richard. Really, really well written sort of character drama series. But the guy chooses his name as like, where is it? I can't remember. Richard Ranasinga Devilpian, because it's like he takes the Ranasinga comes from like some guy he knew, but it's like, oh, he's from like Europe. He's got a fancy ass name, so let's give him like 6 names. That's something. Yeah. And it's not always like that. Like, I go back to Little Witch Academia a lot, but Deanna Cavendish is a pretty decent approximation of an English name. Or Diana. Never remember. Right, anyway, I fucked myself. I played myself! Ow! Haha! Bitch. Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway. That's a pretty cool name for like a goth. Oh, I don't like you. Fuck off, Lucky 2. Give me them Ritos. My goodness. What can I get down here? Dash changed his name because it was common as fuck, but also because he grew out of it. Yeah, that makes sense. His love for Konami died, and playing 14 was a real turning point in his life, so he fell in love with his character named Dash Style. Yeah, I like that. I mean, I changed my name to Illogicoma. I didn't have this originally. I just decided that as a musician, I wanted a moniker that was a single word that represented my interests musically and just in general. And that wasn't like a child's name, because what was my old fucking... when I was a kid, it was like, I'm Android Epion, wow, that's so cool. Lord Shinigami, you know. And then I grew out of that, and I changed it to Leafdrasir. But that was when I was in my sort of writing a lot of prog music and stuff, and I didn't feel that any of my changes in musical taste, doing a lot of electronic stuff and metal going forward, really fit that. So I changed it, and it just kind of stuck as my online handle. You just said fuck off like you do as well. Put Dementia as a middle name! Naruto fan 14 XXX, yeah, that sort of shit. Oh god.
What? Are you giving up already?
I ran out of t-shirts, so I was reading chat. Maelstrom came as I want an online name that begins with an M because my name is Martin. The alpha came about as a Maelstrom is taken always. Yeah, that makes sense. I really like etymology of where words come from and phrases and things like that, and hearing about people's online handles is really interesting, actually. Like, I would full on read like a mini, like a little book about where people's names came from. Hello, Author V. Our angel is here. Here's your nickname. Last name based on, and 13 is just a cool number. Yeah, because it's edgy. Etymology is great. It's good fun. You might have talked about it. Yeah, I think I remember you might have spoken about this stuff. I'm gonna try not to fuck this up this time. I know it's easier said than done. Whatever. You study words just to name your Pokemon. It's funny, isn't it? I do that. Like, I got... When I picked Leaf Thrasier from my old stuff, it meant Life Yearner, and it came from the Prozetta. And I ended up reading the whole Prozetta and a bunch of Norsemith stuff to kind of learn about what it meant and whether or not it was appropriate for the stuff. Illogicoma is much simpler. It's based off Ghost in the Shell. It's like the Logicoma, but it's... I kind of portmanteaued it to make it like illogical Logicoma, but that doesn't really make sense because a Logicoma isn't named for its logic, it's named for its logistics capabilities, so in a way I make it my own. Fun fact, when I was playing Ragnarok in the olden days, my character's name was Shinigami, and I'd heard it said in Gundam Wing all the time, and I thought, like, okay, so like Duo, he was my main. I used to love Death Scythe, so I took my name from that, and that was my online handle for a while. But I didn't know how to spell it because I was a little kid, so I spelled it with an E on the end. And it was only about a year later while I was playing the game that some guy walked up to me and went, you know your name says Death Turtle, right? I was like, no, but I'm gonna roll with it. You used egg in games like Bloodbird because it fit and Pastry didn't. Oh, that's why there's two. How long is the... Oh god, this is a whole thing. I gotta scroll up. I know this gameplay's slow, but this is super interesting. Yours is just a fucking joke based on Wuss Cake, and I haven't even watched him in a longest time. Oh, right, it's a streamer. That's super funny. Although I do like pastries a lot, and I'm also a fucking coward. The egg pastry divide comes from Bloodborne because pastry didn't fit, but egg did. That's funny. Ow! I wonder where Author V's name came from. Is it because he's a fancy word boy who can do all the good rights? Unlike I, who cannot speak. Ah! Your character on art was Junoleska because you were playing a lot of FF10 at the time and Junoleska was taken. Awesome. I wonder if I run into you at one point. Were you on Loki? Where did that go? Come back! I played mainly on Loki, a bit on Sakurai, but I didn't really play on Chaos much. Did you just fucking go over there and leave me here? What a dick! Indeed, it did. This was the way. Ready? Ready? Ah! Come back. Well, the other two, Loki. Yeah, there was Loki, Chaos, and then they added Iris. I think I know the Junoleska because I think she was a dancer. But I don't know if I ever saw Junoleska. It was a small server though, it was only a few thousand people, so there's every chance that we've run into each other on there long before we even knew each other. Which is quite funny. Like how I was at a concert with Rob many years before I even knew who Rob was. But then that happens a lot, doesn't it? Let's see. That's genius. Now I'm in my totally not going to exist daughter. Egg is more fitting now for obvious reasons, but so often I've been abbreviated as just pastry. I'd rather just keep this Twitch name. Fair enough. If you ever do decide you want to choose one, let us know. Okay, there's nothing down here. I just basically... I played myself, didn't I, chat? I guess more thing. Probably farming fucking Anubis against each other, getting angry. Maybe. I used to be like really good with that sort of thing. It always sucked when somebody else was in there and like they were just nothing because they'd always gotten teleported to the point just before you. But I tried to lure stuff away from people and keep it in my own court. He was already staking out his friends, the lad's dedicated. I do choose my friends very, very carefully. There aren't any friends that I have made really by accident too much because, like, how do I put it? Like, there are people I've met in, you know, not on purpose, but it's like, if I don't like someone, I just won't make any effort to be friends with them. It's as simple as that, so that's what I mean when I say I choose my friends. It's not like Sai-chan. It's okay if I'm cool with both. Yep. Egg pastry, egg pastry. They're both ingredients in cake. Maybe we should be cowardly cake. Oh no, that was where it came from, wasn't it? Egg is inside pastry. As an ingredient. Time to get good. We met during a store build for CAX and then drinking apple cider in a hotel room playing Street Fighter. Yep. I saw you in that lineup and I went, I'm going to be friends with that guy. And then I picked you to do some stuff. It was like picking football teams. My studies show that the monkeys with white pants are very alert. It's harder to sneak up on them without being noticed. If I catch them, their pants turn brown. Not that alert, are you? We all stood against walls, people picked us one by one to be friends. Yeah, it was for the, like, we had tasks to delegate, and it was like, yeah, we're gonna, like, pick people to teach things. Not that you needed much teaching, because, you know, it's like, put games on a shelf. You, me, and Phil. I don't know where he is now. He disappeared. The cowardly part of the name always stays, so it's easier to recognize you. Sometimes I feel bad that I call him a coward. Especially when we play Left 4 Dead and we're getting like fucking carried the whole way. Punk! The guided bullets in the slingback shooter consist of 3. I know how they work, thank you. But you are right, this is a good time to use it, Doc. And certainly I'm not going to be using... I feel like I've done this the wrong order. Okay. What am I... Ah. Oh! Of course! Is that just Doritos? Yeah, I don't need that. I do honestly play games very carefully, basically cowardly. People just drop the alpha all the time and it's not needed. It's just there to make sure the name isn't taken. Yeah, that's fair. Shields up, try not to cry. See an enemy, cry a lot. Slow and steady wins the race. This level's really cool. This level's really cool. I like it a lot. I keep forgetting you're playing RET tonight. Oh yeah. It's been a good weekend for me. I finished on Division 2. I am off now. I've done my time working on that game. And I think we're releasing an expansion soon, so that'll be in the wild. And that's like the end of a 3-year-long chapter for me, or however many years I was on it. I got my anime convention next week, so I have Friday off to go to that. And a friend from work is going with me as well, which is going to be really cool. And the week after that, I go to Oxford to see Anna Managuchi, and it's all paid for. I don't have to pay council tax this month. I found that out like this morning. It was great. Remember, Div 2 isn't political. Yeah, that was the official standpoint on it, wasn't it? Hold the stuff. Yeah, I know how to do that. Well, we don't make those decisions. Somebody wanted to say that for some reason. But whatever. No! No! You fucking piece of shit! I wanna watch Judge Dredd now. No! I recorded a demo for my band and realized that my phone made up its own information if it found blank ID3 tags and MP3s. It said author V under author, so I thought it would be a good way for my name to appear randomly in places. Ah, interesting. That's like how my dad's band, they used to all introduce themselves as Gil Stevens. You know, they'd do like the roll call on stage. They'd be like, and on the bass guitar, it's Gil Stevens. What is this bullshit I'm looking at? And on the drums, Gil Stevens. You know, funny japes. And because of that, his stage name became Bill Stevens when he was a solo artist. So does anyone want to place bets on whether I'm going to do this first try or not? This is some Ninja Warrior shit. Oh, I'll tell you what, I love Ninja Warrior. You didn't believe I could do it! You thought he's falling off completely static platforms. How the fuck is he gonna do this? I played you, son! It was a setup! I keep falling off static platforms because I'm looking at the chat. I remember a friend of mine tried to make a band called Unknown Artist. Hustled. So yeah, you know, you spelled band like band, as in Twitch please no ban. But you know what? I do that shit way more often these days than I used to, and I think it's ever since I became an artist as a career. My typing, my spelling, everything has just gotten so much worse. It's like my left brain. I don't got one no more. Sorry. I can only have one side brain at a time. And I often make typos and stuff and lack of punctuation and that in my messages, and I often don't correct myself because I don't really give a shit anymore. Half brain 3 when? I don't know, man. According to my study, monkeys in black pants are dangerous and wild. They usually wear dark shades and carry weapons. monkeys in Kuro no Pantsu are wild. Aren't all monkeys wild? What's... Oh. What the... No, I didn't sign up for this. No! Oh no! Yeah. Oh no! The world doesn't want you to play RO. Well, I want you to play RO. We have to find a way. Even if it means going on Transcendence, which was only brought back up yesterday and is probably still fucked. What's up with RO? You guys been trying to get the legit game running? No, we're trying to get on a private server, but all the private servers use Gepard anti-cheat, and for some reason it flags up errors on Maelstrom's computer that he's using macro stuff and it won't load the game. Even though that's like not really a thing, so it's just like a false positive and it's fucking being a dickhead. Yeah. But the official server uses it as well? Oh, the portal for signing up is down. Yeah, so the portal went back up yesterday, apparently, but it's still kind of fucked. So I need to read into that more. But I think basically we just timed it really badly for the official one. But there are problems with the official one too, because it'll be full of bots. In fact, I think Transcendence is full of bots. Which is a thing that Gepard actually solves. Yeah, I guess just try it with certain hardware unplugged and see if it's any of that. I don't know, man. I'm out of ideas. I just really want to play that game right now. Even if it means finding a well, you know what? We haven't tried. We haven't tried finding a non-English server. There's probably one out there that isn't running. If Rate My Server has a list, and it'll say if it's running client-side protection or not. You know about Vega as well. Like, Vega is running the Transcendence UI updates, but it's all in Korean. So that's not extremely helpful. What would even matter if someone uses a macro? Because of the way RO works, you can use macros to basically cheat the fact that everyone has latency, so you can spam skills incredibly quickly. And it completely changes the face of PvP. But also a lot of the bots that run are blocked by Gepard as well. Yeah, it has PvP. A lot of the bots that run are blocked by Gepard as well, and bots slow down the servers a lot. But the skill spamming is the main reason that they ban macros going forward, and like basically every server just does it now, and it sucks because we can't play. Like, I'm all for stopping the botting and the spamming, but I wish we could still play. Yeah. Is that the... What is that? Is that an exit? Ah. Fuck. Oh, that was close. He was about to shoot me.
Yes!
Yeah, free t-shirt, yeah! Wait, my server has a thing that shows servers that don't have server-side client-side protection. Vega is listed on there too, so I don't know how accurate it is. Yeah. But friend, if you want to know more about how the macros break RO, you can just search for it on YouTube. There's videos. RO is a lot of fun, at least the private servers I tried back in the day. So yeah, it is. It's tons of fun. I love that game. It's still good, and like even though the XP curve was broken as fuck and it needed redoing, which they did with Renewal, I didn't like Renewal initially, but I think these days I would. And with the new UI revamp they've done and added a bunch of quests and just basically made the whole world a lot better, it's more like a modern MMO now. The only problem with playing it is that, well, the only problem I have with playing retail is the fact that it's still a lot of grinding. It's nowhere near as much, actually. But the main thing is the bots. There's going to be bots everywhere. And the fun thing about a private server is you can boost the XP rates, so we could get in there and try out these third classes we never got to play back in the day, and it wouldn't take us, like, you know, several months to get there. The fully customizable colors in private servers are funny. We were talking about this the other day. Like, there's you always got like the ones at the end of the list that were just like fucking garbage, and there was always an assassin cross using it. RO is brutal at times with leveling. Yes, Renewal does fix that quite well, because the XP scaling is way better. But the original, you needed the same amount of XP to get to level 94 as you needed to get from 94 to 99. And it was a long time, a lot of grinding. Spending 4 hours to get 6% was good. I remember it used to take me about an hour. So I had a super high risk bowling bash stalker strategy where I used to get a load of ice titans together and bowling bash the fuck out of them. It would do about 70k damage and kill them all. And after about an hour of that with XP buffs, running this really hardcore high risk thing, I'd get like 0.01% as a stalker at level 94. If you died, you lost a full percent, and it was very easy to die doing that. But it was the fastest method I had. How was choosing 10k in the figure for Peach Girl working out? Things making it cheaper or more expensive? It doesn't matter what price I set it at. Basically, 10k is good because usually, because I do like only 2 streams a week, there's usually enough people to get 2 or 3 episodes a week. I could think about making it longer, like more, to ease that, but at the same time it just means that they'll all come in at once further down the line, so I'm not really helping myself either way. If I made them cheaper, it would be too much. If I made them more expensive, I might have the same problem. Yeah, I don't know. But the thing that I could do to resolve this is having other things to spend points on, but I haven't thought of any yet. Yes, it's the only custom goal I have. Now, I really like what Maelstrom's done with his new goals, so I need to try and sit down and think of some new ones. The death one I really like. 50k points, and he'll kill himself regardless of what's going on. No one will buy them though, they're all waiting to make me play games. Yeah. I think that's something you need to work out just based on the cost balancing, right? Because making yourself die at a very inopportune moment would be hilarious. But is it 50k points? Because that takes like a long time to save up. And those are the sort of things that you can only really find out by trial and error, I think. And if no one's spending the money on that because they're close enough to just get, they might as well just go for the game thing then. They'll do that. Not even sure what game to pick. The MS Paint thing is a good idea. The issue with making it cheaper is it might just be used constantly. Yes, absolutely. Wait, is this? Spectre? I'm going for it! Right, let's go. I'd rather someone comes in fucking big brains you with their 50k once every month or so. You do stream more often than I do actually as well, so it might not take as long for them to save it up. That's true. I hate these things! Right, it's about distance, got you. This is a jam. I think it's like a Bowser's Castle affair. Someone used my Waits 5k points one the other day, made me happy. That's my favourite one to use. That or Author V Insult Me. Ah! Bats in the belfry. This is like shitty Castlevania music. It's not shit, it's like Ape Escape doing Castlevania. It's like budget Castlevania. Making stay stuff is fun, like declaring his love for Lexi. Yes, that is an excellent, excellent feature. I don't really know what Lexi did to deserve your ire, but it was humorous, making you admit that you've truly loved her all along. Like if I was a cam streamer, I would do the hats thing that Fem does, because that's fun too. I could have a collection of hats. Oh, Maelstrom, I saw something in a charity shop yesterday on the way home from work that you would love. There was a great big box of silly little noise-making instruments, and the whole thing was a £5. It had like a glockenspiel in it. It had like a jaw harp, not a jaw harp, like an oud, one of those little African-style harp things, music boxes. It had like shakers. Oh my lord! Yep. Yeah. What's this? I don't have the thing to destroy this yet. It's a tool. Where do I go in the castle? What did hitting that button do? You must bought a kalimba the other day. Ooh. I genuinely want an Engel harp. Those things are lovely. Oh, look at this gif. Yep, he's gonna be Dick Van Dyke. Maybe. No. Wow. Come here, you little shit. No! Yes. Well, there's stuff down here. What do you do for make me say something that could be fun? Just need to work out the logistics, right? How the fuck? Alright, I'm not gonna complain, it worked. This is where I came from. Ah, there's a monkey up there. Oh, that button just activated a shortcut? I didn't mean to do that. But I can't get in this stupid door. Have I missed something? Asshole Pania? Oh. Well, where the fuck was that door? Is it someplace even higher? Yeah, I was going for that. Someplace even higher. Ah! Where was the door? It's not that door, is it? Ah. Gotcha. Fuck you. Cookie jar ass bitch. I hate you! You must die. Oh, a t-shirt. That's a good find. Usually don't do colors good, but I have a hard time deciding if Remazar wears blue or purple. He's a blue boy. It's blue and it's old, shitty Technicolor, so it's quite washed out. Or it's quite vibrant, so you could be forgiven for mistaking it for a purple. He's a ninja. He is ninja. Really? We're the king now. Oh my god! I can't really show it because of the way my setup is right now, but that is genuinely Ninja and Rem Lazar side by side. The whole other great Devin Wet emoji is the gang trying to figure out just what the fuck his name even means, if anything. Rem Lazar I've heard before somewhere. And I think it was like from some old like genie story or something. Like, you know, like Sim Salabim, that kind of thing. I don't think it's an original name. Wow, that monkey sucked. He's like blind, deaf. All right. What was the... Yeah. Alright, this is a thing. This moves. So we watched the Rem Lazar film on Metro when? Yeah, I got to organise another Metro. I might do it for after I get back from Minami. I'm just trying to figure out how to make it fair because the original Metro was invite only. And we had a full squad. I don't know how to really go about advertising it, if I should, or if I should just keep it how it is and fuck it. Mods only. I think that works. I mean, it's not something I want to do on a grand scale, and it's good. It's actually good for us because it's like a team building exercise, right? We should test out Cast. We absolutely do. We should test out Cast because Cast is much safer for that sort of thing. Because I read their terms of service. And their terms of service seem to dictate, like, hey, don't do illegal things. Don't share, like, movies. That's bad. But also, we don't care and we're not checking. And also, all of our screenshots have, like, Netflix and stuff on, so... For now, I'll stick with who we've got in the Metro, yeah, I think. But if we do use Cast, then I'll open it up. I think that's a good way. And if somebody can't turn up, we can always say we've got a couple slots for a thing. But let me tell you, I have a pretty healthy list of recommended films we were going to vote on. So I will add... In fact, if you post in the recommendations channel in the Metro, stick Rem Lazar in there, I'll add it to my list. And then we'll see about organising another one. Wish Discord screens weren't so limited. It would be nice. But cast seems like a perfectly reasonable way to do this. And I would be willing to give it a shot, to test it out. I just went up and around and I don't feel like I achieved anything doing it. Okay. Oh yeah. Get me in there. Get me in there, coach. Ooh wee. Guy's got a guillotine. But what the fuck? I didn't expect that to happen. What you said about being careful with friends, that's a good idea, specifically for Metro. You don't want to get in trouble with the law. Well, it wouldn't be me that gets in trouble, it'd be cat crime. And then I think he knows the risks, unfortunately. He is a schemer, a little bit of a schemer. Kind of a mystery as well. A mystery benefactor that lets us enjoy silly things together. Right, I thought the red thing disappeared, but it's just clipping out. Let's not panic bounce. Who could it be? We will never know. Good. They keep showing the new Final Fantasy VII trailer at work. I gotta say, I'm really liking the look of a lot of the side characters, like, fuck, I've done it again. Like Palmer, Scarlet, Heidegger, Reeve. That one guy that's in the trailer who I don't know who the fuck it is, and I think it's supposed to be Zack, but what have they done to his hair? It looks so pretty. It does. What are you doing? Oh. Anyway, now I have to fight a fucking knight. Ow! Please stop playing jump rope with this monkey. I was having fun, okay? Uh-oh. Bad juju! Bad juju! This is Dark Souls, this is not! Oh my god. I thought it was Ghana. But then he gave me a t-shirt. Must have been inside there the whole time. Actually love the look of FS7 Remaster, and the battle system actually seems like a good evolution of the old ATB command system, but then I look at the carbuncle and panic sets in. Honestly, I feel the same. I think the the idea of having the ATB but charged by action combat was genius. It's a really good way of preserving that feeling of ATB, but while not having it just standing there waiting for a thing. But that carbuncle looks like a fucking garbage fire, and it needs to go. Researchers don't know why seals are getting nails stuck up their noses. Bro, me neither. Terminal 7 summons. Terminal 7. Where did I come from? There? Or there? There? This castle is large. Terminal 8 carbuncle. Oh, that was lucky. Any of those bats could have, like, annihilated me. I like how the whole thing with Sonic ended up not actually being a marketing thing, and they genuinely fucked up the design and had to redo it. And apparently that movie is okay. If you're a Sonic fan. It was worth the effort, yeah. It's a million times better than it was. Hey! Hey, monkey. You want a snack? I call bullshit. Jump up some anger and fix Carbuncle and Chocobo. Maybe Squeenix thought it was a marketing thing and tried to copy it. No, I think what they did is that they have some guy that's like, hey, we need a new fun mascot version of Carbuncle and Chocobo that are unique and different from all the other games, and whoever designed it went, I'm going to give them big foreheads. So they can make fun toys out of them, and you want to buy it, except you won't because it's not cute. It's fucking disgusting. It's like, it's got a head tumor. I see. Just give the pre-order summons to the interns, that's the worst they can do. Sonic thing was sad since from what I gathered it was non-artistic business fuckos who chose the look, forced the animation team to do it, got the flack, forced them to change it, and then the animation studio got shut down right after. Yep. Because they spent so much money redoing it that the funding ran out. And that's the problem when you let producers make decisions on films. Basically. So whenever you see a movie like this is the thing that, like, it's not all producers, I'm generalizing, obviously. There are some producers who are really good at stuff like this, like Naoki Yoshida is pretty good as a producer. However, along with himself, he's also a director. That's different. And I speak of the director of Final Fantasy XIV. Most producers, their job is to make sure stuff gets made on time for shareholders to become happy, ultimately up the chain. So when you see a movie and it goes, from the producer of Batman Arkham Knight, what it actually says is, from the person who got the money for all the hard work other people made. Let me rephrase it. Producers work hard, right? It's not what I'm saying, but for the person that got the money for the hard work of the team, because they also get paid more than everyone else. So yeah, when you see from the producer of, that doesn't mean it's going to be anything like it. From the person who designated the workload to people that worked on this movie. I'm being careful because I don't want to offend any of my producer friends. I obviously don't think that their input is meaningless in any way. I just think that movies often advertise it as being like a, hey, it's going to be like this, but really it's like, but they weren't involved in the creative process so much, so why should we be excited about that? It's dangerous to run right up to a strong monkey. Think clearly, you won't lose if you outsmart them, right? I don't know, I've kind of brute forced it so far, Misty. I've never given a fuck about who produces something that I'm watching because I like story or art. Yeah. Sometimes production are directly involved in decisions like that, and that's when Sonic movie happens. If they're not particularly good producers. Why can't I get in that? But more to the point, because they have to balance the whole project, it's usually the reason something, like, they will take the flack if a project doesn't do well, which is the danger. I guess that's one of the things that producers have to deal with, and that's probably why they get paid so much, because ultimately it becomes their responsibility to run the project. So, you know, when X game comes out and it's promising all these features and then all of these features get cut, it's because there wasn't enough time left to make it by the time that it was designated for release, and someone in production had to make that decision. So they do get a lot of flack. Because some directors are very high level people. They often know kind of what they want, but they don't necessarily express it particularly well. Which is why you have like leads who their job is to take what the director says and turn it into workable feedback for the rest of the team, right? But oftentimes, like, great game directors will be like, yeah, we're gonna, like, take Sean Murray. It's like, yeah, we're gonna have all this stuff, all these planets, all these animals, it's gonna be amazing, I've gone back where I came from. It's gonna be the best. And then the reality is, you just can't deliver it on time. Fuck, I keep doing this. And then you end up taking all the flack for it. Granted, No Man's Sky is a special case because I believe they actually lost most of the project at one point and had to redo it all. And the date did not change. But even so, lofty promises, undeliverable. You can write on paper, like, how long it's going to take to do something, but the reality is always different. Because I might say, hey, it'll take me a day to make this model, but then it'll be like, there've been loads of complications, it's actually a really difficult model, turns out, or there's no shader necessary for it that we need, so I've had to botch a bunch of stuff, and then it needs perfecting or redoing, and then a one-day task becomes like a 3-day task. You know? You can't be asked to make this as a poll. Which emote should I keep for sub and which should go free? The think one is very commonly used. Maybe that would be a good free emote. That's my opinion. Basically, directors have the vision, artists make it a reality from what they have available, and producers make the availability more possible. They make it, yeah, they designate the workload and make sure that everything gets done on time and all that. And ultimately, they feed all the way up to top brass. It would only be free on your channel, of course. I'm sorry this level's taking so long, everyone. I am genuinely lost. It is a little bit confusing. because this gate opened up when I pressed the button, and then I went to the end and there was like nothing there. It just led outside. Ah, wait a minute. Got another monkey. There's a lot of monkeys in this castle. Darkness! The darkness was imprisoning me. Couldn't see shit. I actually remember this asshole Thania level being an ass. I think Think is more globally usable. Yeah, so the one that gets used the most is Think, and it is quite global, so maybe that if you kept that one for subbers, they could use it on other people's channels, and it's like free advertising, right? I don't know, man. But you made your decision. Jim's Hetfield increases. Darkness, you imprisoning me. All that I have, absolute no order. I can no live, I can no die. Just turned into a redneck. I can outlive. I don't remember the words to that song, which is weird because like it was on constantly on MTV or Scuzz or whatever music channel we used to watch. Remember music channels? Playing the same two songs on a loop. That was like our version of the radio, wasn't it? It's free real estate. Music television. Yeah, my sister... Right, so I didn't like music... I guess I liked songs because I had this MJ tape and I had like some other tapes, but I didn't really recognize that that's what it was because I was too young. But when I was growing up as like a teenager, I didn't really listen to anything. I didn't really like music because all I'd ever heard was my sister used to watch The Box 24/7 pretty much, which was a music channel that only played pop, and it was all really shitty commercial pop, like what they still make now. Now don't get me wrong, there's merits in the production, but I find I appreciate a lot more after working with Guitar Hero, and in particular there was this one Rihanna track that had a banging solo. And I do like Man's Not Hot, it's quite a funny track, and it is by a comedian, as I found out the other day. I didn't know that guy was a comedian, I thought he was being serious. But tangent aside, didn't like music, because all I ever knew of music was fucking what was it? Like... TLC and Beyonce and like Rihanna and like what was that other one? No, it was Destiny's Child was Beyonce, wasn't it? I'm thinking of this one particular song, but I can't remember who wrote it. But anyway, yeah. It wasn't until Kerrang became a thing that there was music that I liked on the TV. Music was really good, but Kerrang had the same problem. It just kind of played the same 5 songs. And Scuzz was even worse, but sometimes... Oh, no, Scuzz was worse because they claimed to be like a more metal channel, right? Except they weren't. It was just Kerrang again. But sometimes, really late at night, if you were lucky, they'd do like a whole segment for a couple of hours and they'd play like Machine Head and Fear Factory and stuff like that I was more into. And like fucking Strapping Young Lad. But how hard was it to find good metal music channels on in British TV? Something tells me I'm gonna have to sneak. Come here, you fuck. Has Rihanna been around since we were teens, or are you way younger than us? No, you're right. She's been in music since she was 15, so she was probably our age. My big brain play is not working. Ah! Oh, it was gonna work! Ah! Okay. I guess I'm just gonna do this. So how you doing? You're so unique, Cody Bay Street. Shut your ass. I meant that as in I'm dumb as fuck, not a snowflake. You don't know about popular music. I mean, I don't these days. And I used to be an authority on music back in the day when it was like... I was like using Spotify to discover all these crazy artists and everyone else was still just listening to like the radio. So I was like this fucking encyclopedia. And these days I'm like, I don't know shit that you don't know. I don't listen to mainstream music like a plebe. Ready? Big Brain Academy. So we're back in this room again. There must be a way to get to the other side of this door. My Little Witch Pony Academia. I'm gonna watch Little Witch Academia again. No word of a lie, that's one of my favourite shows of all time. I'm gonna see it again. I was listening to Mechanica, who did a cover of Stickerburst Symphony. Yes, that was a while actually. I think it was about 6 months ago. It's a very good cover. He's also just released a new album, which is fucking great. He's taking in a new direction, and it's basically... It's like Meganico, but Devin Townsend, which are like, you know, yeah, let's just take all my favourite artists and smash them together. Okay. Right, well I caught another monkey, but what does it all mean, Basil? Or it's all over the place. Mine is too. Like I like extreme metal. I like black metal. That's kind of what I grew up listening to when I got into metal, because I was like, because I listened to all this pop music, I was like, what's the most extreme shit I can get? So I like black metal a lot, symphonic and power, all those other genres. I am partial to J-pop, K-pop, EDM, traditional folk music. I actually really like Scandinavian folk music. What else? Classical music, obviously. Frederick Chopin is like such a fucking legend. And the rest. Love soundtrack stuff. Standard rock and roll, punk. I listen to quite a lot of pop punk. I have a whole J pop punk playlist. Look, what the fuck is this bit? And you know, because of Guitar Hero, I got really interested in emo. I never used to listen to emo stuff, but I started really appreciating like the musicianship of it. And then I found bands like Pierce the Veil, where it was like, it was almost, they sound like they're doing it ironically. It's so cheesy, and I fucking love that band. And of course, chiptunes. I think your musical awakening was Eiffel 65. Don't give a fuck if it's trash, it's your trash. I'm gonna tell you all something that I'm gonna tell you all a little secret. Actually, yeah, I always think I don't have any secrets, but I do have a secret. And my secret is, I always tell people that the first tape that I ever bought was Intergalactic by the Beastie Boys. It wasn't. I think it was the third tape that I bought. I murdered a man. The first tape I bought was probably the Smurfs Go Pop. And the second tape I bought was Viva Forever by the Spice Girls. And I think I like that song because my mum used to, back when she was around with my dad, my mum used to listen to like Madonna a lot. And like Material Girl and stuff like that, but La Isla Bonita always sticks in my head as a fucking tune. It has this kind of Spanish element to it that I really like, and that came across in Viva Forever quite a bit, so I think I just like that, and that was why I bought that. But also I was like, how do you buy music? What is tapes? Should I get this one? So I bought it. Oh no, fuck, what else? I had the Witch Doctor by the Cartoons on cassette as well. That was my collection, like those 4 tapes and then like a Michael Jackson mixtape. What are you talking about? Eiffel 65? That Blue is a fucking tune. J-pop and K-pop are difficult to get into. They sound all the same to you. Obviously there are some tracks that stand out, but you don't get much out of it for the most part. Totally understand. Like, I don't like trap much in its like modern form. I mean, in its commercial form I don't like trap much because it all just sounds the same to me. Maybe that's because it's formulaic. There's nothing wrong with songs being formulaic, but if you're not into it, you're not into it. Like, I like pop punk and those are more or less the same. Well, so we came here and captured a monkey, but what does it fucking mean? I've been on this level for an eternity. New Gorilla stuff is good, I haven't heard it yet. I need to get to that because that was one of my favourite albums, was their first album when that came out. You live on sea shanties? I have a whole thing. I'll send you my playlist, fam. There's a Spotify playlist. It's very, very cool. Some J-pop and K-pop have really unique, interesting beats, backing styles. It's true. J-rap. I do like J-rap, but I like soft-spoken ladies doing J-rap. Like, Inori Manase has a track, and it's just really nice. It's, like, cute, but kind of, you know, badass at the same time. I think I like it for that reason. Finding good tracks is pretty difficult if you don't know the artist by name. This is true. Frozen is a good tune. I'm catching up with chat. Perfume is really good. They did was it Triangle? That album? Oh no, or was that a track? I can't remember. I think the album was Triangle, but that is like in my top 10 for that genre. It's very, very good. Yasutaka Nakata, the producer of Perfume, also is a producer for Kari Pamu Pamu and Capsule, who are also really great artists. That brings me back to what I was talking about with producers in a film and games context. A music producer is different. They actually are the person that makes all the music. If you're not sure, if you were confused about that. Kari Pamu Pamu is the girl that sings on the music that Yasutaka Nakata makes effectively. And that's how it works in most pop music. Let's see. You had the first Bewitched album. Say you will, say you won't, say you'll do what I don't. C'est la vie, that was it. Yeah, my sister loved that. My brother hates trap, but he makes it to pay the bills because it's fucking easy. Right? And people like it. There was a Disney show called Bewitched. We bought a Nightwish album, Stratovarius. Yo, Stratovarius I was big into when I was getting into power metal. Chat, should I leave this level and see if I can come back? Or maybe check the roof again? I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. Maybe I should... Maybe I should use the radar. Kari Pamu Pamu's off the wall unique. It is. That's the fun thing about Nakata. He does like he's doing like the perfume or capsule thing, but with like stupid instruments, and that's what makes Kari really special. But also her particular aesthetic bleeds a lot into the music. It's not all him. And I think she's genuinely a really good singer. So yeah, big fan of Kari. I actually bought her first proper album, full album, on release day from the Japanese iTunes store. I own that. Charlene Plumbub, Kari Pamu Pamu. I think there's another name in there. She has like a full name. That's her stage name, obviously. Timo Tolkki is one of the best guitarists of that style in here. He is fucking amazing. He was one of the first guitarists that I really got into before I got really into Sonata Arctica and their guitarist, and also Ensiferum with Yari Mempa, who is a bit of a fucking helmet, but he's still a great musician. Right, these come out of the wall, don't they? Something makes that happen. Like, you're obviously pointing to this. The fuck am I doing? There's one monkey left on this level, and it's in here. But I can't get in here. The first thing you bought was Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park. Right, so I was never into... Well, I don't know, like, I never had a Hybrid Theory and I didn't listen to a lot of Linkin Park, but I did have a lot of random Linkin Park songs on my hard drive back in my Quake 3 days. And I also listened to a lot of, like, AFI and stuff back then. But I did, and still do, really love Reanimation. I think that's a fucking quality album. It's like a remix album of Hybrid Theory, almost. Very, very cool. It's funny because now that you think about it, you can remember almost year by year what you listen to and when. It's funny how our tastes change, isn't it? And it's nice to go back to stuff sometimes. Like, I bet Fem, sometime in the near future, you're going to go back and find C'est la vie by Bewitched and listen to that song and enjoy it. Just by virtue of thinking about it. And I'm probably going to do that too. I need 40 games to get in the minigame corner. How the fuck do I get... Maybe I need 40 coins to also get the next item. So we should go back and get coins. But it's good that we caught all the other monkeys on that level. So it wasn't like a waste of time. There will be a day when Maelstrom Rifle will put the Sonic R soundtrack and jam hard onto it. Yeah, when we were like boomers, well, we were like old people in our VR MMO home where we live, and they just like feed us food through a tube and we just play video games all day. We'll jam on some Sonic R soundtracks. It doesn't sound too bad. That's what's going to happen. That will be the future. Right now they have Nintendo Wii's, you know, that they put in some old folks' homes so they can get up and do Just Dance and move around, which is the only reason Ubisoft still makes Just Dance for the original Wii. But like our version of that will be like just sat in chairs and VR helmets having a great fucking time. Like, we gotta look after the old people. That's fine. Just like give them some tube food and a VR headset. They're great. Someone's killed it dead for you. Oh no. VR chat into the grave. I would love that. I want to become a part of the ether. I only have 28 fucking coins. Jesus. This is gonna take a while. Let's save. Retirement homes for our generations will just be fucking VR and LAN parties. Yeah, it's gonna be great. If the world is still around and it's not like Death Stranding or Akira, which is mirroring reality right now. Right, so we've reached the point of the game where I think that was the last actual level, but we can't get in there to get Spectre until we get enough coins to get the item. So we need to get 12 more coins. So we need to revisit the old levels. But we have all the other objects, so why not? Yelling across the hallway. What's the IP address? No, we won't need IP addresses. We'll have a different thing in the future, and it'll all be great, and we'll all be interconnected like in Ghost in the Shell.
Hi-ya! Hi-ya!
If it's like Death Stranding, we'll just walk around with babies and pee on the floor to make mushrooms. We'll be in the first nursing homes that we don't need the kids' help to set things up. That's true. We'll be Serial Experiments Lane, whatever the fuck that was. Cowardly Pastry. I watched Serial Experiments Lane in a single day when I was very young and in my early days of anime, and I really enjoyed that. And there was this scenes towards the end of Lane where she's just like lying on the floor in this room that's just full of wires and servers, and I wanted to be that. I wanted that room, and I still do. Cleared, coins, cleared. I think that means I've got everything, right? So let's go back to here. Me too, almost. The last VHS was static. Yeah, it took you 5 minutes to realise it was actually broken because it's Serial Experiments Lane. I completely understand. It goes to some places towards the end when she sort of evolves. Very interesting piece of transhumanist literature, if you're into that. The manga. And the anime adaptation. Actually, was it a manga or was it just anime? I don't know if that had a manga before. It was Yoshitoshi Abe, so I'm pretty sure it did. I think it's only these days that they would even consider making one that doesn't already have source material. Turn the TV on and leave it on static and say that it's snowing. He's having flashbacks now to when he was a child. I remember this little fuckhead. We couldn't get him before, but now we've got bombs. But what the? Yeah, you twat. Come here. Get back here. I always remember that bit in Jackass where it's like the I can't remember their names now. The big dude like chasing after wee man in their underpants. He's like, get back here. Running down the street. For anyone who doesn't know that show or didn't see it, it was just a bunch of stupid people doing stupid shit, but there was a sketch thing they did where there was like a big massive dude, like a big chunky dude, and like a tiny midget guy, and they would wear their underpants, and they'd just like go out in public and chase, he'd chase wee man down the street. It's fucking hilarious. Preston Lacey, that was it, yeah, it was fucking hilarious. Wow, I can do so much more now. You really be like that though. Yeah, it is. It's super weird and glitchy. You were borrowing from a friend and thought you broke it, and he admitted at one point he spilled soda on it, and that probably ruined it. Oh man, that's, yeah, thinking you broke something is like the worst. If it's not yours. The Spectre coins open at the minigames in the time station. Yes. Whoa, there's a fucking load of monkeys on this level. Thick jungle. And there's like 3 more coins. Is this the show? All right, we're in the fish territory now. I was kind of hoping I could finish this today because it'd be quite neat to do that and then take a break. So I don't think we're that far off, and I might even just go a little bit longer to get this done. I mean, we're only at 2 hours and 12. I was going to stop it early to do Peach Girl review, but I can just play this for another hour or so and then do Peach Girl afterwards. Ah! Oh, it's gone. Huh. No, hold on there. Bobby?
That's my purse. I don't know you.
What? What am I talking about? One of my friends borrowed us install a VHS tape when you were like 10. You should probably ask it back for it 25 years later. Yeah, do it. Just take it. Imagine if Ape Escape was out now, you'd be able to check the Reddit fastest place to collect coins. Yeah. Those coins are like stars that, like in Mario, they're only in particular places. So you have to find them, but you don't have a radar like you do with the monkeys. You have the Resident Evil novels. My cousin's name is written on the inside cover. Ooh. Okay. I've never read those. Any good? Oh, I wonder how that... Okay, first off, this is the boss from that shitty Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring game that wasn't movie licensed? And secondly, how about that Resident Evil live action series? I wonder how that's going to be. I know there was some info about it and what the setting would be, but I haven't read any of it yet, so... I don't know anything about it. Oh. I got you. This is standard shit. They're a fun read. I borrowed my copy of FS7 when I was 15, I still have it. Woohoo! All I heard was Wesker's daughters and stopped giving a fuck. But what if they can teleport? And they all wear shades? Yeah! Time cookies. Fuck your tree! Come here! Come here, you prick! I say that like for every monkey, don't I? Every monkey is a prick. The tape had the movie The Rescue on it and some WCW matches. Oh. Is it supposed to tie into games like canonically? I don't know. That's the thing. Like, but if it does, and it's not like the movies, and it fixes some shit, maybe, I don't know, I'm okay with it. Like, if we could just retcon RE6, and even maybe 5, I don't know. Whatever Chris is doing and Sherry and all that is fine.
When you start to play Resident Evil 6, you hammer the buttons and wake up
Twig stinks. But, you know, my first Resident Evil game was RE2, and I wanted more Claire and Leon stuff. And Leon did keep going, Claire not so much, and then it became all about quiz. Fuck, where am I going? Also, what is that horrible noise? I think it's glitched out. Same. Yeah, want Sherry back. But not like Resident Evil 6, what do you call it? Sexploitation Sherry. I just want good Sherry. Friend has awoken memories. You'll have that one legendary VHS tapes where you taped off a movie off TV and fucked up somewhere and cut off the ending. That was the rescue. Oh no! That's the worst. I don't know. I had a few tapes that I liked when I was a kid, but it was all just like... I had one that had loads of episodes of The Simpsons, one that had loads of episodes of Thunderbirds, and one that had loads of episodes of Sooty. And the Sooty one was probably my favourite. But in the middle of the Sooty one, it just goes to like This Morning because my mom taped over it with some fucking normal TV. This game is kind of exhausting. I think it's the music. I feel like I'm rocking out, like partying the whole time. I don't need the boat. Right. Am I missing a couple of gadgets? You have the beginning of Stop or Mama Will Shoot missing, whatever that title was. I know the one you mean, I don't remember what it was called. You take to the end of Dumbo with some classic Tom and Jerry. Man, I used to watch Dumbo a lot. That's a depressing film, huh? Still 4 monkeys left, and 2 coins. Yeah, this guy ain't shit. Mum would tape all the morning stuff for me while I was at school. Oh, that's nice. GG, Mum. Indeed. Yeah, that's awesome. I guess my dad must have taped all the Simpsons things when they aired, or something. You didn't get the ending of Terminator 2, then what felt like years later it was on TV, we watched it, got to the literal same exact part, and there was either a blackout or an emergency pop-up. Oh god. Good timing. You probably taped over it because it was depressing, you hate Dumbo. Yeah, it's not great. It's got some really cool animated sequences in it, but as a movie it's not the best kids film. It is kind of just depressing. Wait a minute. What this? Unga Bunga. Wait, I think I already saw all this. Yeah. Disney really knows how to tear your heart out and stomp on it. There's that live action Dumbo coming out as well, isn't there? That's going to be depressing also. Well, the old Winnie the Pooh is still on VHS. Oh, amazing. That was a great show. Well, there's nothing more wholesome, I think, than Winnie the Pooh. Honestly. And also, he sounds like my grandma used to, and I'll always think about my grandma when I hear Winnie the Pooh. I had time to catch Bananas in Pyjamas before school. Oh, I used to watch that. That was like an Australian show, right? And when I get home, I'd watch the Cartoon Network, and it'd be like all the good shit. You know, Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo, Powerpuff Girls, all that cool stuff. And then when they started doing anime, it's like Dragon Ball, Gundam, and all that. Although when I was in school, I used to get up. I think when Fox Kids came about, I used to get up at like 5:30 or 6 in the morning just so I could watch like Samurai Pizza Cats and Escaflowne. Good shit. Wait, back this way? No? Actually doesn't hurt, does it? Thought this was suspicious. Right. Up there. I see him. I gotta get there. How the fuck do I get up there? Right, okay. Oh, he's just hanging. You don't remember, but it was a live-action version. Oh, it's out and it's awful. Really? The theme song is burned into my brain. I thought I had a gadget there, but no. Oh no. Guess not. Maybe it's like every 10 coins it gives you one. Or 5. Ah. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if it's out or not. I don't really go to the cinema anyway, so who knows. That film was from 92 to about 97, then my friend got better satellite and all the anime stuff came into the picture. That film, that. Yeah. That's pretty much it. As your parents got fancy satellite TV, it was time for Western anime, which wasn't a lot, but it was a decent showing of stuff, you know. And then you get old enough to use the internet when that came out commercially, and found other ways to watch things. The weebening. Yeah, there must have been a great boom of weebening in history at some period. It's probably about the time Guyver was coming out over here on video. Or Fist of the North Star. I'm sure someone will do a panel on it at MinamiCon and I'll be able to find out all about it. Actually, no, I think there was a panel on it that I watched last year. I just don't remember it. It was someone doing a doctorate on the rise of anime culture in the UK. It's very, very interesting. A doctorate or a master's, one of those things. I know they're distinctly different. I think it was a master's. I can't actually remember. Interesting start with Devilman. Yes, and Ava. I watched Ava on VHS that I taped off my friend. Man, that was weird. Totally great for an 11-year-old, yeah. Get in the robot, Shinji. Ah, you don't actually get a boost upwards from doing that if you bounce. That'd be why I keep fucking up. The stage is completely cleared when every last monkey is caught. You'll be able to time attack the stages you cleared, then you should clear the stage as fast as you can. Nah, I'm good. Ah, see, this is the big statue of Spectre. It wasn't the Buddha. It was that. Wait. Japes. What the f- This again. Yay! Hello, Island of Rob. You didn't watch Guyver until you met Dash. I haven't seen Guyver. I've seen the movies like Mootronics and that stuff. Trying to get Hadrian down for his Peach Girl nap. Good shit. Slayers didn't watch. Yeah, I don't think I ever saw Slayers. I think they showed it over here, but it might have been one that I missed. It'll be on like Fox Kids or Nickelodeon or something. You enjoyed Guyver? Yeah, I have a friend who really likes Guyver, but as I said, I only watched the movies they did, the live action ones. So it's not even like real Guyver. Ah, real Guyver. Yeah, Rob, we're gonna go a little bit longer with Ape Escape before Peach Girl, so you got time. I really want to finish this game today if I can, because I'm not gonna be streaming next week. Oh shit, there was a coin right behind that monkey and I have to come all the way back to get it. Prick. Card Captors is my jam for years. Monster Rancher. I love Monster Rancher. I think I still have all of that on my drive. What a great show. That's the one I was really into alongside Dragon Ball. No Peach Girl next week, no. Fuck. I need that coin, I gotta go back in. But I think the coins just unlock mini games, so that's kind of dumb. Oh, it tells you when it's 100% complete. What the fuck? But coin must mean you also have all the coins? I need to find out what this means. Ghost in the Shell, Cowboy, what's on my Champloo? Yeah, I never got to see Ghost in the Shell on TV, but I did love that series, and in fact it's the only thing I have... No, it's not anymore, is it? I guess it's the only, like, long-running thing that I have a complete set of. In terms of, like, all the movies and all the series and all that stuff. I have, like, Blu-rays for it. I also have all the Cowboy Bebop because that show is great. Outlaw Star is one I own because it's fucking wonderful. And in more recent years, I own box sets of Nishijo, Kill the Kill, and I think Back One, which is a gift. It's a very, very cool show. Anime is fucking expensive these days, but I really wish I owned Little Witch Academia. So there's still 3 monkeys left, but I got the coin. Right. So it will say 100% complete when it's 100 when I've got all the monkeys. And I think that's the important thing we have to do. Fuck, it's worth a shot. Oh, I own Gundam Origins, the first 4 of those as well. That's a really good show. Here we go. They've been really good at sneaking a lot of monkeys into places that I couldn't get to before. It's quite clever. Is he just like meditating? It's decent level design, this. Dash got you all Monster Rancher. That's sweet. There's quite a lot as well. It's like, what, 60, 70 episodes? We stick for a week and watch Card Catch Sakura then. I want to watch that. I never watched it when I was young, but they did like a new version of it, Clear Card, and it's got a wicked theme tune. I kind of want to see that. Trigun, I've only seen a bit of it. It's one that I've always meant to get around to watching, and I've seen like the first couple of episodes. And that's probably it. Oh, come on, that was wicked. Oh, it's just right there. Ah! I used to own Hellsing. I bought all Hellsing on DVD to watch it. That was cool. And Dot Hack. Ah, wait, no, Dot Hack. I had some of it on DVD. It's a show that I've watched lots of, but not all of, come to think of it. Dragon... The guy with the glasses, yeah, it's the guy with the yellow glasses and big red trench coat versus Stampede. You fucking what? 56k anime downloads, not recommended. think I need to get higher. Someplace even higher. Ramblers. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Spike. Yes. Yeah, well, we're doing it. There's only one left. That fucking hack. Fuck off SAO. I liked SAO, but the first seasons, it's lost its charm for me. But hack was kind of OG MMO game anime, I think. Fun fact, there was a Ragnarok Online anime series, which is okay. Watched that a couple of times. I think I mentioned it before. The music's wonderful, yeah. Was that Yuki Kajira as well? I can't remember who did the theme tune to that. I don't think it was, actually. It doesn't sound like her, but... Sign. SAO 1 and 3. 2 was the shitty put Asuna in a tower one, right? Or was which one was 3? Was 3 the Asuna in a tower one, and 2 was the... which was the one with the purple head girl? I like that one. Yeah, 2 was Fairy Dance, 3 was Gun Gale. I think purple hair was in 2, but she had the best character arc out of that whole series, and the rest of it was kind of trash. GGO was definitely very cool. I haven't finished it yet, but it's really awesome. It's still different characters. It's just set in GGO, but it's fun to watch. Len is a bit of a unit. Okay. That did not do what I thought it would. Hit the bombs back at the Triceratops. Oh. Do I have to? Ow! Twat. I mean, I know why he's angry. Not today. Oh. The game was apparently good too. There are some SAO games that I always wanted to try some. I've been waiting for them to inevitably become like £10 on Steam. FF102 is 9 in terms of the quality of combat. Give me opinions, because versus 9 in terms of quality of combat. Give me opinions since they're on sale. You probably like 10 better. Although they're quite similar. Like 10.2 has a really interesting combat system because of the sphere grid thing, but it can be a bit of a slog because the animations like get old pretty quickly and it's like long, you know. But it is a really good combat system. 10 is much more simple, but it has some really good characters with all their own unique things. 9 also has characters with unique traits, but I think it's, even though I love that game and I think everyone should play it, if you're looking purely at the combat, 10's probably more interesting. The main differences is story and tone. You want to conjure massive demons? 10 has really fucking good summons, and you get to basically use summon it and it replaces the party, then you get to use it, and that's really fun. Rob just bought Monster Hunter. Amazing. Wait, is that on sale on Steam right now? Because I was going to get the PC version as well at some point. Yeah, you'll either love 10-2 or hate it. It's very, well, watch the intro video and basically it's that for the rest of the game. Final Fantasy Charlie's Angels is a good way of putting it. No, but you got it anyway. Alright, I see. Are we going to hunt monsters instead of being hunted by monsters? I mean, I'm always down for Monhunt. Warning, that was new. Why are you just giving me this warning now? Did I, like, skip the stage or something? Pretty sure I didn't. Because it's not possible. 2 bunkies left. Or maybe it just does that every time and I haven't noticed. Fuck. I'm always down to learn to play Monhunt. If I started Monhunt again on like PC though, maybe I would choose a different weapon. I live in Sickglaive so much though, it's hard for me to choose a different weapon. I know that I would struggle to play it as well because the controller I have on the PC is an Xbox controller and it handles differently to my PS4 controller. On GOG it's 36 with Iceborne, yeah, that's slightly cheaper, but it's basically standard price. If that again, we would rip and tear through the game, we really would. We'd fucking destroy that content. You paid 24 just for World? Ooh. I mean, when World came out, it was like a £50 game, so it's fine, but now there's Iceborne as well. So. For context, Iceborne is an expansion, but it has about the same amount of content as the original game, so it's like doubling the amount of stuff you get, more or less.
Yes!
Steam is terrible implementing it, but uses a program called DS for Windows. Yeah, I used to use that. To be honest, you can pretty much just plug your PS controller in. The only thing is it doesn't... I don't think it natively supports X input unless there's something in Windows doing that now. If you get with Iceborne, you can start with gear that just fucking wrecks everything. That is true. I don't... Well, it's gear, right? It's optional. So I actually didn't use it at first when I started a new character, but after a while, because I'd already been through it all, I did. But if I was just starting the game, I wouldn't enjoy it as much if I started with, like, broken gear. Personally. Like, I still want to do runs where we just get, like, the shittiest gear ever and try and take down tough monsters with it, but it's, like, suicide, you know? You know, that gear that, like, nobody ever uses, because it's, like, the first thing you can buy or craft, and you've already got better shit than that.
Yes!
Imagine having that when we did Nagante, that would be such a walkover. I remember that, yeah. We were like, he's gonna kill us with his wake-up attack guaranteed, so we just need to make sure one of us is really far away. And just keep running until we all come back. But we're trying not to get carted, and we had to keep getting the fucking heals on. Because you only get like 3 carts unless you get the bonus ones, so... I guess we were just trying to have one person lure it away. It gave you a chance to have more patience to learn the systems. That's a good point, that it's not... Like, Monster Hunter has never been a user-friendly game to get into. But Monster Hunter World does a really good job of that. However, a lot of it is with masses of tutorials and stuff that you really need time to kind of learn and get through. So not having to worry about getting your ass kicked is probably a good thing. That is an interesting take on it. You never got to do Behemoth before you put your arms. That's sad. Don't think we've done Behemoth yet either. Yeah. One day, Fem, we'll do it. And now there's Ruin and Gigante. Yep, he sucks. Or she. They suck. Nowadays, whenever you start Dark Souls, you leave them at level 10, like, just fuck my shit up. I don't know why we do it. I think it's just because a game like Dark Souls or Manhunt is fun because it's challenging, but when you get really good at it, it's less challenging. So you try to make it more challenging for yourself again. Good GDQ's doing Super Mario RPG. Oh boy. Yeah, go find, tell him to do Welsh. Oh no! Oh, the drawing! Okay, the draw was really weird there, and I thought I was miles away from that thing. We did standard but got stuck on EX, and then never got back to it. That's true, yeah. Because there was, like, cool Dragoon gear you could get. It's cool Dragoon gear I could get. Because the spear, I think, is an insect wave. Whoa! Good shit. Spike, way to go, kid.
Way to go, kid. In his own blood?
Did anyone see the new Platinum Games announcements? There were 2. One of them was the almost definitely Ultraman Beautiful Joe game. Pretty exciting shit. The other one was a new studio in Tokyo, and also they're going to self-publish their new game. Yeah, they're opening a new studio in Tokyo. They've got the money to do this now, thanks to their Tencent investors and the success of Astral Chain and their other titles. And their first published title is going to be this new Beautiful Joe thing, which, if you talk to anyone about Platinum Games that knows who they are, pretty much that's the one that gets brought up every time. Everyone wants to see Beautiful Joe back, so I'm pretty sure it's going to do great. I really hope so. I want them to be able to become a publisher. Girl runners only, frame fatales. I didn't even know they did things like that. Good shit. But yeah, the new studio in Tokyo is really exciting because it means I know they're on a hiring drive, because if you go on their site, the full Platinum site where they have all their announcements, if you scroll down, it immediately links you to the jobs page. No joke, I kind of really want to work there. I would love to make that kind of game that they do. And it seems like a really good company to work for as well when I read all the stuff on their website, so I'm just determining whether or not it's a good time. I think I might have to do a little bit more first, career-wise or portfolio-wise, but yeah, one day maybe I'll give him a send my CV their way. You never know. A few years' time, I could be working for Platinum. Friend for Tals are great. I follow their Twitter. Oh, wicked. Interim events. I know about interim events to a degree. I suppose, yeah, I've seen GDQ pop up quite a lot in the last few months, so yeah. Guess they are doing a lot. I wonder what they're... I wonder if they add all the year-round stuff to their total for the main events, or if they just tally it up separately. Where was that goddamn monkey? Oh, there's loads. I don't want to use this stupid tree. It sucks. Yeah, that doesn't actually hurt me, does it? Oh no, I think it did. Should I return the 100? Or can you still play with people on this one? If you got it from Steam, yes, you can. Yeah, I guess it was make a choice, because if it does take us ages to get through it, then I don't know, maybe a good sale on Iceborne will happen. And you can get it for a tenner on its own. Because if you can do that as and when the time comes, then there's no need to worry about returning it. You got signed up from work and spent all that time playing Monhun. Okay, fun fact. Because of the coronavirus shit, the official policy at my workplace is if you get symptoms, you've got to quarantine yourself for 14 days. Now, I'm going to a convention next weekend, and I'm definitely going to get some kind of con flu. And it may be quite similar, symptomatically, to COVID-19, sorry. So it may end up being that I have to quarantine myself for 14 days. I don't think it will. I think it's probably quite obvious the differences between COVID and the flu. It'll be a lot more severe, but yeah. If you come back from any of the high-risk countries, you have to quarantine yourself and all this other stuff. And I'm just like... try to think of some good RPGs, just in case. Why did I do all that? Ugh. If you're going to do that, you'd still return and get the base save from CD keys, because it's like 14 quid there. Yeah, well, there's no harm in doing that if you want to save yourself some money. You might as well. Shave a tenner off. Can't be bothered with that shit for 10 quid. Must be nice. You get a whole pizza with that, Rob. Think of the possibilities. Think of the possibilities. Right, I'm stuck here. God damn it! These fucking monkeys. Just leave me alone. Two baby foods. Oh shit, is baby food that expensive? Must be because it's so fucking delicious, am I right? Anyway, Rob. Author V, Master Martha, the whole longboat, you're all here. Gonna be in some EDF later, yeah? Tomorrow. Should be a lot of fun. I did say tomorrow. So free time tax. I see what you mean. I didn't. Okay, well, I didn't read your message until after you. Wait, you said tomorrow after I typed that, but I didn't read that message until after I'd corrected myself. Baby food and formula is usually stashed away in a completely locked up and guarded display case because it's so expensive and often stolen. It's sad. Really? Oh. Yeah, honestly, the Steam refund process is you click on it and you go, I want to refund it, and then they ask you why, and you just give no reason, and you haven't played it, so they just give you a tenner back. Or are you 25 back? But if you bought it on Steam, yeah, it comes back as cash plus Steam Wallet if you had any Steam Wallet, so yeah, it should be fine. God, I'm trapped in a nightmare from which there is no awakening. In the US, I need to learn how to use a fucking blender. It depends if you're going with formula or just making food, isn't it? It's different stuff. Different strokes for different folks, if you will. If that's not too lewd. But yeah, making stuff is obviously much cheaper. I wish I had a blender. That'd probably let me make some really cool, delicious shit. This radar sucks, kinda. Oh, I remember. Yeah, I know which one this is. This is the one I fucked up. Yeah, because you can't like jump off this or run up it. So because I captured the monkey in here, I wasn't able to get in. I can't get in because I need the fucking thing to break the door down. The fuck? Wait, no I don't. I'm a dork. I need to get in there at all. Formula is pre-weaning, but baby food's for weaning. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know shit about babies, so... these guys. We're gonna get on there and make my character. On Manhunt, you mean? Yeah, fuck this guy. Yeah, that'll take like an hour. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this today after all, because it seems like I don't really know what I'm doing. I think maybe I'm supposed to... catch all the monkeys until it gives me more items or something. I just don't really know. But I might have to finish up and go to Peach Girl review. Ooh! Otherwise I'll be playing this shit all day. It's not like I have a lot better to do, but it does get tiring sitting in this position, and I want to get Ragnarok. I want to find out why the fuck Gepard is so shit and see if there's a way around it. Did I do that last time? I really don't know. Right, yeah, I need to go down, don't I? I need to go downstairs. Where are the monkeys at? This feels like a new bit. Great. Too many game. Yeah. R is free to play, which is wonderful, but we need to find a private server that'll work first. The refunded Manhunt will still be in your library, but when you uninstall it, it will disappear. I think that's how it works. I did get duck fucked. He's like, Quasix! And then I died. Okay. You fucking piece of shit, I swear to God. Alright, I think it's gonna be like this for a while, so... I see. I got crushed by the door. The fuck?
Oh no!
There we go. 2 more. 2 more monkeys and then I'll end the level and that'll be it. When will I learn? Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to go that way. Camera! Please! Yeah, free t-shirt. Oh no! Did they give you an email, Rob, that says they've finished refunding it? Because it might take a little bit longer. What is this? Right, there's definitely some shit in here, right? Maybe I have to destroy this. Why are they ducks? Are they monkeys? That would make more sense. Stupid Fun Risotto were previously bought it less than 14 days ago and I played it less than 2 hours. Right. Oh. They look like gorillas to me. Yeah, maybe. Oh, this shit again, huh? There were more than one. Whoa, no. I was spinning the thingamajiggy bingy boog boog boog. Ah! Chipper, come on! Nah! I fucking yeeted myself. Fuck! Calm down, Spike. That was almost it. I think that's the easiest place to catch the monkey. Got him.
Yes.
Yeah, remember when we refunded Bigfoot? Yep. We did it! Right. Good. That's enough Ape Escape for one day, I think. Yeah, that was the game we were running around in the woods. It was fun, but it was like, we didn't think we could stretch it for more than a stream, so it was fine. Part of me wanted to keep hold of it, but I was broke at the time. This whole last year has been that for me, so I was like, I'm gonna refund it. Just because of the virtue of that we played it, you know, but... Bigfoot suddenly turned up and punched you to death, yeah. It wasn't the worst game I've ever played, it's just like, I just wasn't gonna play it anymore. I think we weren't gonna play it anymore. Why can't I get that last monkey? I need the last gadget. I guess it might be the mini game. 45%, Jesus. Yeah, we'll come back to this another time. Alright. Hang tight, guys. I'm gonna be right back a couple minutes, and then we'll get on with the Peach Girl review.